Hi folks, and welcome back. This is Anita. If you are returning, thank you for returning. Don't forget to hit the like button if you like this video. And for those that are new, welcome. My name is Anita and welcome to Blue Butterfly Budgets. Yes, I'm officially calling myself that. I have yet to get myself set up on YouTube as that and get my logo in, but I will be getting it here shortly as soon as I can. When I have time to. So today's video is actually going to be a 2-in-1. It is my bi-weekly budget video, and it's also my monthly income budget for January. I want to keep doing this, and I think I'm going to try and do it with the first paycheck of the month. So this monthly budget will end up covering December 28th, because that was basically, since it covered the 28th, 29th, 30th, and 31st, and the rest of it was all January. Since all of my bills were technically paid by the 27th, that is why I am going to go ahead and do it as this paycheck being in with January. Now my little thing here is just for the monthly view here, and my information, just to see kind of how each paycheck's kind of coming out throughout the month. So since both of those bills got paid, oh, I am so sorry guys. Didn't mean to hit my tripod there, or it's not even a tripod. My little camera holder. Anyways, I'm gonna include those along with, I haven't decided whether I'm gonna include the 25th or not, because I do technically have, you know what, I'm going to include this one in with it. So it's gonna be qualifying for 3 paychecks. So it's gonna cover all of these bills, plus when it comes time to it, it will cover all the way through the 7th of February. So now the 7th of February will include my Avant, my Indigo, and my First Premier, because nothing else is due until the 11th. So I have to keep that in mind while I'm doing the budget for this. So I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to set this aside, and let's see here, and I'm going to bring over my monthly budget. So, alright, I am also going to bring out a piece of paper here, and actually it's just, so it's just, you know, I get these St. Jude's little tiny tablets or whatever. So I'm going to kind of estimate what my budget would look like for the 3 paychecks. Now granted, I kind of know it, so I'm going to estimate that each paycheck will be roughly $1,050. So that's, I'm just going to times it by 3. So I'm looking at roughly $3,150 for the month. So that's what I'm going to write up here. So $3,150. Alright, so now I kind of filled this out at one point, but I was still trying to figure things out. So I'm also going to write on top here, we're going to do 12, 28, 18 through 2, 7, 19. Alright, so we're going to have 3 paychecks. So we are going to have paycheck 1, which was, and I'm just going to write this down here now so that I know, 1045.08, we have paycheck 2, which this paycheck is $11.58.61, and then we have paycheck 3. All right, so I will write that one in when that one comes in. So this budgeted here is of course going to be over that, so over the course of this time frame. So I have to pay, so Avant will actually be paid twice, which is $280 each time. So I'm just going to multiply that by 2, and we're going to erase, and I am going to write it in with, let's see, do I have my other, yes I do. So I have this other Pilot friction pen that I'm going to write. It's actually blue ink, because I misplaced my blue one when I got my refills. So $560. Now capital 1 isn't due until the 11th, so it's only going to count as 1 month, which, you know what, let's just erase all these here real quick. I wish I knew where my big eraser was. I love my big eraser, but I don't know where it's at right now. Alright. So, capital 1 is $41. So just so you guys know, this is a Pilot friction pen. This is the clicker. It's a 0.07. And that's what's actually the refill in here too. So Car Care 1 is just going to be, so I do 150 each paycheck, so that's going to be $450. Care Credit is $65 because it's only for one time, and that's what I typically pay. Now after this month, starting in February, I am going to be upping it to $100 just to get my balance down. So first premiere is on the 21st, so it'll just be 1, and this month is 34. Platinum, so that is going to be a ×2. So we're gonna go ahead and just estimate the 68 times 2, so 136. Indigo, 40 times 2, yeah, so 40 times 2, so that's gonna be 80. Merrick is just gonna be the 1, so that's 35. Navient is 0 because I'm on deferment for right now, so I'm just gonna put a line. One Main is just a 1 time, so that's 125. Reflux is 1 time because that's not due until the 11th. Let's see, Straight Hawk will be 1 time, so that is $49.48. I had to look and see what the change was. Torrid is paid off. US Cur, that's going to be 1, so 89. Food, now food is 150, so it's going to be the same as the Car Care 1, so 450. Fund Money, I'm going to leave it for right now, because that's the one I kind of try and do 100 to 50 to 100 each paycheck. So Avon, I am planning, I need to February, because I've already technically done last paycheck's budget, but let's see, I'm just going to say 25 for this one. So bingo, I'm not going to put anything on bingo right now. And then of course auto is every single paycheck. Bingo, I'm kind of holding off. I need to pay on some bills first. Then I might come back and do some bingo. So 80 times 3, which is 240. Medical, I think I'm starting that one with the new year. So I'm going to say 100. And then the long game, so that's $10 each paycheck. 10, 20, so I think 30. Alright, so let's go ahead and just add this up here real quick. And actually we're going to take it out of 3150, so 3150 minus 560, 41, 450, 65, 34, 136, 80, 35, 125, 35, 49, 48, 89, 450, 25, 240, 130. You know what? Let's go ahead and do the fun money as, let's say 100 times 3, so it's going to be 300. And I'll just take that out of there. So, emergency fund, so that leaves me with 305.52. So let's just say I'm going to add 300 to my emergency fund, and so that leaves 552. So 3150 minus 552 is 3,144 and 48 cents. Alright, so that is kind of what I'm looking at for the monthly budget of January. So I'm just going to write January. So that way when I look at this page, I can only say, okay, this is my budget for January, but it does cover these paychecks. And then I will put my actual income in there. So because I know of certain ones already, well, this is the 11th. What are the 10th? Yeah. So I'm not going to fill anything out until the 7th. So I will fill that back out. So if you're wondering, Navient is deferred, Toward is paid off. And so I'm just going to write paid. So emergency fund, which the 300 bingo would go in there, so I would only have 550 anyways. So yeah, so that's kind of what I'm looking at. So now let's go ahead, and I pulled out the other one. So this is what my budget looks like for this week, and I will go ahead and zoom you guys in a little bit. So, and this is the week of January 11th. I'm going to change this up, of course. So I made $1,158.61. So then I'm just going to kind of go this way. So it kind of goes like this. So down here, and then up here, and then down here, and then here. If you get the gist. Alright, so for the bills, my car care, like I said, is $150. This is going to take out of my Bank of America. And, alright, so those two are my Bank of Americas. Capital One is going to be 41, One Main is 125, First Premier is 34, Merrick is 35. So this section here equals 385. So this goes, my next paycheck is on the 25th. So even though this is the 27th and I get, my next paycheck will be the 25th. Okay, so this actually goes to the 24th. Sorry guys. I'm gonna pay that one early. So then my other expenses, kind of more variable expenses, kind of, is, you know what, I gotta redo that. Because like I said, I estimated on this one, so. Alright, so this is 49, 48. Alright, so that means that's going to be different. And so will that. Alright, so let's go ahead and add this up. Woohoo. 150 plus 50 plus 49, 48 plus 25 plus 32, 33 is, oh, that's right, it would be lower, wouldn't it? So 306.81. Alright. So food, fun money is $50. Straight Talk is $49.48. Avon I'm paying $25 to. Nom, which if you ever, I'll put the link down below. But Nom is kind of like Weight Watchers and or Jenny Craig or whatever. It's accountability, and it helps you to teach you to lose weight, different things, and it has a meal tracker and whatnot. So I'm doing that. I got a pretty good discount on it. I will take a look and see if they're still doing the discount, and if so, I will link it down below as well. So that equaled 306.81. So then my savings and debt goals, even though this is debt over here, these are kind of just more my savings right now than anything else. So my auto sinking fund is 80, my medical is 40, and my long game is 10. So that equals 130. Sorry guys, I have the hiccups. So if we take 1158.61 minus the 385 minus the 306.81 and then minus the 130, we're left with 336.80. Alright, so I just checked, before I filmed this, I checked to see what my Indigo card is at, and my balance on my Indigo card is $212.34, so I'm going to pay that. So if we take $212.34, it leaves me with $124.46. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go ahead and snowball, because my balance on my care credit right now is $1,166 and I have 0 cents. So I'm going to go ahead and put 66, so that'll leave me $1,100 left to pay now, which means technically I could pay $100 every single month and still have it paid off, or I should be able to, just under $100. Or no, I'd have to pay just over $100 every month. And then I'm going to go ahead and move $40 to my emergency fund. So we'll take minus 66 minus 40. That leaves me with $18.46 as a buffer in my account. I like to have the buffer in case if I just want, like, if I have my fund money and I run out of my fund money, then I can go ahead and, you know, get a coffee if I want, because sometimes I just need a coffee right before I head home. Alright guys, so this is kind of the new layout. I am going to be, for February, I am going to actually change this up just a tiny bit. It's going to be about the same, although I am going to change it because I only have the one income source right now. because I don't really have Avon. I'm really not getting anything from right now, unless you guys decide to buy it. Of course, that link is down below as well. So once I start getting another one, that I'll change it back to kind of like this. But I want to be able to kind of have more of a cohesiveness with this. But I kind of like the layout. I do like it a little bit more than my other one. A lot more simpler. But I'm just going to have it's just going to say bi-weekly budget up here. Instead of week of, it'll just kind of have the information up there. So yeah, if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to comment down below. And if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. And don't forget, if you haven't already, hit that red subscribe button, as well as the little bell for future notifications of all my videos. Alright, thanks everyone. Have a wonderful, happy January. Bye-bye.